Good evening, everybody, and welcome to week 4 rolling training. This evening, we're going to be talking about being a leader. Now, this is important for all of you to take on board, whether you've got a team or not. If you're a sponsor, if you're not a sponsor just yet, this is important as it's gonna help you with the flow, and it's gonna flow out to people. Your presence of being a leader, even if you're not a team leader just yet. Um, Even to the people outside of your business. And if you're thinking like a leader and acting like a leader, you're going to be giving off of this presence. And you always want to be leading from the front. As Ange said, this is a monkey do, monkey see business. So a leader is somebody who demonstrates what is possible. I never tell somebody to do that I'm not willing to do something that I'm not willing to do myself, that I feel, or everything that I say to you is something that I feel or I know has worked for me. I'm not necessarily saying it will work in the same way for you, but what I can tell you is what has worked for me and advise to you on what you can do. And you always want to demonstrate. You never want to preach when you're acting as a leader. So, what is leadership? The action of leading a group of people or an organization, or the ability to do this. Okay, so it's not necessary to have a team, but be willing and to have the ability to do this. And there's different styles of leadership. There's guidance, direction, authority, control, management, superintendence, supervision. Okay, so you need to be thinking about all of these and all the time. Now, how you can create that guidance, create that direction, not necessarily authority in terms of being a boss, but in terms of being a team member who people can look up to and who you're giving these people advice. They might not want to take it on board unless that they see you're the kind of person that is doing it themselves. I see as some kind of authority figure. It's not about being like a boss. People in this business are doing this because they want to, not because they have to. It's not that whole thing of being a corporate boss or a school teacher or anything like that. But it's about helping people and someone that you can take an advice from, someone who you feel can manage the team and manage a business. So focus on that, and that's going to help you as a person as well, and make you seem much more attractive to people, even outside of the business, which you're later on is going to help you attract to the business. Why is leadership so vital in your business? So good leadership is what creates direction in the business, and you need to be on top of people, not in a controlling sense of way, but in a way that you can help them and you can give them guidance and direction and show them how that they can get there. And create and maintain motivation. Motivation is what ticks this business along every single day. It gets you from assistant supervisor to manager and beyond. It's the single most important thing. And if you haven't got excitement in the business, then you haven't got a business with Forever Living. This is what it's the building blocks. It's the most important aspect of your business, and excitement is infectious. If you can get people around you and people in your team excited, which is them going to get them motivated, you're going to see massive growth and volume and ultimately income in your business. Okay, and you want to be offering guidance and support. You don't want to hound people. People do this, like I said, because they want to do this, not because they have to. So we're here to help, to teach people and to guide people. Never do we tell people what to do. We're just there to direct and advise. Perhaps people aren't achieving as much as they want to, and that's probably down to their actions, but never is it your job to tell them that. You're only there to give them guidance and to help build and develop in their business and where you think that you could recommend to help the growth. And a leaning post. Now, this can be quite stressful when you're getting a team, and little did you all know that when you started out as forever business owners, that you was going to become a counsellor. And trust me, you will be. In this business, I have made some fantastic friendships, and I most certainly have. Um, and I wouldn't want to change the way that my friendships are with the team, but you have to be prepared to listen to people. Everybody who joins this business joins for a different reason and wants a different outcome, and you need to be able to help and adapt to the different people, to their different wants and their different needs. Okay, so you must important that it's vital that you're an important listener. And you become a leader the day you start actively working your business, team or no team. You're leading your customers, you're leading people on your journey and leading everybody, in life. And the better you do this, the better profile that you're going to gain. And that's what you want to do. You want to gain a profile that people, are going to look at, and they're going to make them want to join your team. Something people say to me now that I've turned manager is, oh, now that you've turned manager, it must be so much easier for you to recruit. No, not at all. It makes no difference if you're an assistant supervisor or a diamond manager. People outside of this business have got no clue or concept what that is, okay? So what you need to really take into consideration is they've got no idea what that means. What they know is what you tell them. Okay, and by becoming a bold leader, whether you've got a team or not, you can start to build an image of what you are as a person. And if somebody thinks that they can learn from you and they can be led by you, they will join you. And that makes no difference to what stage you're at the within the business. That's why it's absolutely vital that you become a leader the day you start. Actively work in your business. This doesn't have to be a daunting experience or a daunting thing if you're not normally that kind of person inclined. We're here to help you because this is a duplicatable business, and people are going to be looking at you on a daily basis to help and support them. So, and like myself, I like to work extremely deep in the team. If you're starting to grow a team, but you're worried about, taking on that leadership straight away, then we're here to help. I do many trainings, first, second, third, fourth, even fifth generation down to me. And that's because I'm there to help and step in with anybody that feels that they need help with their team. But as long as you're actively growing and you're becoming a leader in your own right, that's fine along the way. As you can see there, the quote on the screen: if your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you're a leader. I love this quote. I think it's beautiful. It's not what about you can do yourself, but what you can help inspire others to do. And honestly, that's my favorite part about this business. When someone, I get a message from somebody, or I'll be on a Skype or a FaceTime or a planning meeting, and somebody tells me that they've had an absolutely buzzing day and something that we set and planned, has come out fantastic, and they're buzzed from it. That makes me no happier, even more so than when I get a great result from something of myself. Seeing you guys do that is what brings great excitement, and you're going to get this as you're building your team as well. Without helping others achieve in this business, you're going nowhere. Okay, believe in yourself and your team. A lot of the time when people join this business, they don't have the belief in themselves. So it's your job to believe in them and to help them develop themselves in time. At the beginning, when I started this business, it was completely and utterly alien to me. I'd never done anything else apart from my boutique, and this is what my family have done all of their lives. So for me to go outside of this and start forever, I had a lot of family members that doubted and said, why are you doing this? It's not something that we've ever done before. It's not something that, do you think you'll really be any good at it? But when I started working with Ange, and she was spending time with me and helping me plan. And I just thought, well, you know, actually, if Angie's spending time with me and, you know, doing meetings with me, she must believe in me. And, you know, the same goes with you guys. We spend time doing your plannings, and that's because honestly I believe in you. There's not one person listening in tonight that cannot achieve everything that we're seeing people at the global rally achieving. If you want this business, then you can achieve it. You're taking the time out this evening to listen into this training, and therefore, you know, you can put this into action and you can achieve it. So forever is the vehicle. You need to believe that, and that is the, you know, and that's an absolute promise that forever can get you wherever you want to go. And you as an individual are the engine. You decide how fast and at what speed you want to go. Leadership is the steering wheel. And what is the point in having this fantastic vehicle and this fantastic engine and not having a steering wheel? You've got no idea where you're going to go if you've got no leadership. There's no point in getting in that car if you don't know where you're going to drive to. It's going to take you where you need and want to go, and consequently your team as well. The minute you step in control as a leader, you've got control of yourself and where you're going to go, and also your team. So you need to believe in that and trust that. So what should a good leader be? Now, a leader needs to be a good listener. Not everybody comes into this business and, you know, hits it off with it straight away. I didn't at the start, and looking back, there were certain things that I did now that I absolutely cringe at. But, you know, we're not here to shoot people down. I did those things, and I can tell you guys what I did wrong, so to help you not do, you know, not make those mistakes. So it's not to shoot people down, but to listen, to help and advise. And a good listener is really vital when you're first planning a new distributor. Being a good listener is crucial when you're goal setting, finding out that person's why. You know, I love hearing all of your different reasons why you started this business and what you want to achieve, whether that be to sack off the boss, to do something for your family, to redecorate the house, to get yourself a mortgage. The reasons that you're here, the reasons that everybody's on this team is completely different. And what you want out of it is all completely different. But the most important part, whatever that is the reason why you started. Okay? And a doer, you should always be a doer. Always lead from the front. Show your team. Don't tell them. Your results will be a lot more impressive, and you will get much more respect if you do this. There's no point me putting up a training on the team page to say, listen to this, or putting up a tip about recruiting, listening to a training about recruiting, or putting up a tip about recruiting and saying, should you do this, listen to this, and then me never introducing new team members into the page, because you're going to think, well, you know, it's obviously not working for her, so why am I going to do it? So you want to lead from the front. Show people that it's working for you, and act professional. Okay, this is really important. You know, there's no, okay, we don't have this whole boss sense within Forever. There's none of that. But there is a certain level of professional that needs to be put in place. We are a business at the end of the day, and we are here to help people. And in turn, you're helping people change their lives. So you need to act professional at all times. And I appreciate that that can be a little bit difficult when we've got such a close relationship, which I love, by the way, and wouldn't change at all, especially when we're working with some of our friends. We've built friends up over time, where some of us are even working with our family members. But we do need to have that level of professionalism in there. And, you know, set clear expectations. You're in control of helping this person succeed and achieve their goals. So what do you expect from them, and what do they expect from you as a sponsor to be able to achieve and to set this standard from day one? Be a friend, but you're going to be there to coach them and to be able to tell them and to help them, advise them on where they should go next. Make your actions duplicatable. Don't make this complicated. This is a duplicatable business. As we said, it's a monkey see, monkey do. The whole reason this business is income sufficient is because other people can do exactly what you can do, and that is just so powerful. You never want to take that away. You never want it make it so the next person doesn't know what to do, that it's overcomplicated. Okay, so when you introduce a new person into your business, it needs to be duplicatable. You never want to overcomplicate it. And you'll take responsibility, do regular plannings, provide relevant trainings and relevant contacts. If you have no contacts with your team, you're not going to help them be able to achieve them goals. Don't set somebody a target of saying, right, this month you need to be doing 5 cc. So good luck and get on with it. And then at the end of the month, say, so how many CCs are you going to be cashing in before the end of the month? That's not what this business is about. And that is a massive pet hate of mine. You need to be in regular contact with the team. Help. It's not about them helping you to get to your promotion. That's terrible leadership skills. You're helping those people reach their goals, and in turn, that's going to help you get to the position that you want to achieve. But you need to take actions and responsibility to that person. You've brought them onto your team, so you need to help them achieve their goals and set out a plan to do that. And take every team member seriously. Treat this like a business and offer everyone a chance. Anyone on that chicken list, okay, drop them a message. You can guarantee that there's going to be one person on there that you thought would never be interested. There's lots of you on this team that I thought would never be interested, and you are, and you've done amazing at it. So what should a good leader not be? So you'll never want to be a dictator. You're not a boss. Everybody is here because they want to be, and they're all their own boss. If somebody is not moving forward, you need to know where to help them, where to advise, and you also need to know when to step back, okay? You can't want this for somebody more than they want it for themselves. Maybe it's just not the right time for that person. And this has happened with people in the team. You need to know when to step back, and if they want to then kickstart their business, you need to be there for them when they'd like to get back on track. Too friendly. Now this is a hard one, as I said, because we've all created such a fantastic friendship, but we need to be able to talk to people on a level where we have their business best interests at heart. Okay, and don't be vague. As we said before, don't say to someone, okay, this is what you need to do this month, 5 cc, let me know how you get on. No, you need to sit there with that person, whether it's your direct upline or myself, and you need to break it down and help that person map out their month, show them how they can achieve those goals, and show them that it's doable. Disorganized. Know your team and know their goals, okay? So you should always be organized. Profile your team member as if you was profiling a prospect or a customer. Okay, if you don't know your team member and you don't know their goals, how are you going to help them achieve them? So you need to spend time, caring for that person, getting to know them and know them what they want and expect from this business. And last one there, sorry. Pet hate is not walking the walk. This is really something that bugs me, when people talk the talk but don't walk the walk. It's the most frustrating thing to be told by an upline, do this, do that, and your upline, you can see, is not moving forward in the business, and they're not doing the things that you're being told what to do. Okay, so you want to make sure you're doing activities and that you're being active in the business, and that's where you're guiding your team, not just telling your team to recruit, but not actually recruiting and going out there and looking for prospects yourself. So every time you become a leader, what should you do? So you should introduce your team member to Team Diamante team page and to A Team Facebook support group. Also, along with the Fit group, Animal, and the support groups, these are not as important, but definitely our one is obviously Team Diamante and the A Team page. Okay, so write them a welcome post and explain what the group is there for. Team Diamante and the A team, they are a hive of information, okay? So it's crucial that you explain to people what these are for. And make sure you direct them to the files, okay? We've got hundreds and hundreds of files on there with documents, testimonials. So really show people how they're there. For anybody that generally looks at things on an iPad or their phone, this is much better if you're on a laptop, as you're going to see this at the top of the page. Also, while we're on that of being on a laptop, tell them about the search facility in the team page and show them how easy it is to use. Now, as you're starting to grow your team, even while you're trying to grow your team, time is precious. A lot of you are doing this around a full-time job or around a family, okay? So time is precious and you want to be concentrating on working with team members and building your own current business. I cannot tell you how frustrating it is when I get messages saying, I can't find this, I can't find that, okay? And your upline is not there to search things for you, okay? I understand sometimes we're all in a rush and we can't find things, but if you go onto a laptop or on Safari through your phone, there is a search facility at the top with a little magnifying glass, okay? Pop the keywords of what you're looking for in there and it will bring everything up that's available on that team page. So show them how easy that is to use. Tag your team member in the pinned post training at the top of the Team Diamante page. Okay, and the welcome to the team document. At the moment, that's currently under construction as I'm putting a new one up, but that will be up this week. Okay, both of these are essential in getting your team member started. If you just tagged your team member, if you was going to do one thing and one thing only, and that was to tag your new team member in the pinned post, you would have just give them, more than enough information, okay? If that's all you're planned, if all you're prepared to do, everything on that pinned post is going to help that person with their business. I'm probably going through it for about the 20th time now. I constantly go back over and over and over these videos, okay? And ensure that they read and understand the company policy and compliance videos. The company policy will be in their NDP pack and the compliance videos are in the pinned posts, okay? So book in a product launch next with your new team member. Set the date within the first 2 weeks. This is crucial, okay? I can't go on about this enough. I really think that this is extremely important. Now, some of you will be doing this with your upline present and some of you without. I think it's great. Many of you, because I'm obviously in Spain, I can't do your first one. And you know what? You've been thrown into the deep end, but I think you've actually come out flourishing with it. So I actually think if you're happy to do it alone, do it alone. If not, I can be there on Skype or your upline can be there in person if they can be, okay? So get this booked in with the first 2 weeks. Firstly, what this is going to do is it's going to give your new team member some money back from what they've invested in with their NDP. Secondly, it's going to create fantastic momentum. You're going to get some customers right there straight off and build these customer bases up within the first 2 weeks, which is fantastic. Book in a home BP with your new team. Now, this is something that I want to start putting into place. I'm not going to go into massive detail on this evening. I will do another video on this. But booking in a home BP, okay, with just like the local BPs that you go to. Imagine if you started, I wish I would have done this, okay, and I think this is fantastic if we start doing this with new team members. Imagine if in the first week of your business, you invited 5 to 10 people round, and you held a business presentation at home, and from that you recruited 2 new people. Wow, what kind of momentum are you kickstarting your new team member off with? It's just amazing, okay? So this is something that we're going to start putting into place, and I'll start go into this in a little bit more detail later on. Ensure they're subscribed to foreverknowledge.com. Now, this is another thing that's compulsory, I'd say. There's a hive of information on there. Especially if you've got friends that are further afield, you might not know where their local business presentation is. Search for it on Forever Knowledge, okay? This is crucial. This is going to tell you all where the local business presentations are. All you need is your prospect's postcode, okay? Help them log into foreverliving.com with their ID and password comes through, and show them the importance of this, okay? So this is where they're going to be buying their products, and also where they're going to be able to see the volume of their business. Encourage your new team member, next one before that, get them to book tickets to the next Success Day, okay? Success Days are fantastic, especially we've got one coming up in June. I'm coming back for it, and we're trying to get some more of the Lanzarote team to come back for it. This is going to build fantastic excitement and momentum in the business. Explain to these people that you're bringing into the company why Success Day is so important, you know, and encourage them to book their tickets and trainings. Your new team member to book the trainings to the next advisory board trainings. Even if you haven't done any trainings and you're just looking to just do one, I would suggest the All About Aloe. This is going to help you retail the products. If you're, living in Lanzarote, unfortunately, we don't have these trainings here. Guys, back in the UK, you do not realise how lucky you are having these, around the country. Get them booked, okay? And you want to find your new team members local BP and make sure it becomes a habit for them to attend weekly with a guest. If your new team member sees you attend your BP weekly with a guest every single week, and they think this is the absolute norm, and they start doing it, just imagine the huge growth this is gonna create in the business, and in turn, the team is just gonna expand second to none. I do honestly think that this is the best way to get new team members, is to get them to your BP, and it's just pretty much self-explanatory from there. So what should your expectation be? Set expectations from your new team member from day one. Effort. This business will not happen overnight. It takes hard work and effort. And those who are succeeding more are simply working harder. These people that you're seeing in Singapore at the moment, they're not doing anything different than what we're doing or what you're doing. They're simply doing more of it, okay? It's all achievable. You know that this is not a get rich quick scheme, okay? You need to put time in it. Like any business venture, forever takes time, and commit yourself to 12 months to set your foundation up, okay? Don't expect to join this business and be a millionaire in three months. Yes, you can have fab results in a quick space of time, but commit to it, okay? And everybody's going to go at different speeds, which is fine. So set the foundations, and if you set the 5 foundations and work hard for the next 5 years, you could potentially never have to work again in the rest of your life. Okay, so planned activity and every inch of your diary. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail, and that's all there is to it. Make sure your new team member plans their time. Give their business the time it needs. I know what activities my business needs to give it the results that I want, okay? So make sure you're using your time effectively, and you're helping your new team member find out what time works for them, what time slots they have, and what they can do in those time slots that are going to be effective to their business. Attitude. Be the type of person who sees a glass half full, not half empty. Be happy, always smile, and stay positive. Okay? If you have a positive attitude and you're constantly being a positive person, I understand that can be difficult at times, but trust me, it's a lot easier to be a positive person than it is to be a negative person. So you need to try and act and behave and have the attitude of the type of person that you want to have in your team, and you're naturally going to attract those people. Okay, and focus. This is your business, so put your blinkers on and focus on. Don't look left, don't look right, don't think, oh, that person's moving more forward than me. Focus. Everyone has their own reasons for starting this business, and it doesn't matter how long it takes you or how quickly. It matters what you're developing in your own right. Okay, Goals. You need to have detailed goals, not wishy-washy goals, detailed goals with a deadline, okay? Look at the refer to the pods on the QLS site. Also, I have actually put a video on the Team Diamante page today, okay, about the goal setting. So have a watch of that. Be clear. Remember the reason that you started this business and focus on that, okay? Database. You wouldn't start a business without a network. So why Forever? Your who do you know list is your starting point, okay? If you haven't got a solid who do you know list, you haven't got a business. The business cycle will not work without it. And do you really, really have everyone that you know on it, okay? I've had a couple of plannings with everyone this week, and we've done some exercises about the who do you know list, and people have actually gone, oh yeah, I actually haven't got that person, or I haven't got that person on there, and haven't got that person on there. So go back, okay, and every day you should be adding to this who do you know list. Go back to the Steps to Managers book, go back to the memory jogger, and I guarantee there's people on there that you haven't thought of, or that you're chickening out of speaking to. Training. You need to take the time to learn about your business, okay? Attend every BP, success day and trainings. Read books and learn the plan. Master it and work it, okay? I am a training junkie. I constantly, as listening to trainings, I tap into as many trainings as I can, not to just benefit my business, but to help you guys benefit yours. So become somebody that does the training and then puts it into place to help yourself and to help your growing team. Relating back to number 8, there's no point being a training junkie if you're not a doing junkie, okay? Activity. All of these things that you're learning about when you're reading, listening to trainings, tapping into, audio books, don't just think about them, do it, okay? It needs to be done. And dream big, aim high, and never let anybody tell you that you can't do this business. I promise you, as your mentor, that each and every single one of you can make this. I have no doubt in that whatsoever. You can make this business successful. You can make your business successful. So you just need to put those activities, get out of your comfort zone and put those into place. So what should you monitor? What should you monitor with your team? Okay, so this is something that I would refer back to if somebody feels that they're not heading as quickly or in the direction that they want to, okay? Am I going to my local BP weekly? Whether you have a guest or not, yes, ideally with a guest. If you have a guest or not, you need to be attending your local BP every week, okay? So much so, and the reason for this is because that business presentation, you need to know it in your sleep. This is going to make you more confident and comfortable talking about the business. And this is why I got some of you on the intense training course to record your own BP. I know how much work goes into recording a business presentation. There's no shortcuts of that. There's no reading off of a script. You need to make it your own, okay? So listen to as many of the online BPs, attend your local ones, and have your and make your own BP. And this is what's really going to come into light when we start getting you to do your home BPs, okay? And you need to be contacting a minimum of 10 people a day about the business. Are you doing that? If you feel that your business is not moving quick enough, then you need to be contacting more people. Okay, touching my business daily with consistency and urgency. If you've got somebody that's messaged you back about that business, you want to be messaging them ASAP. You don't want this today, you want it. You need to have wanted this yesterday, okay? So when someone messages you that yes, they're interested, you need to act on that immediately. Not leave it till after this or leave it till after that. Urgency, okay? Booking in launches. Are you booking in launches? Okay, this is going to help you create your retail customers, and in turn people have been recruited for a launch. They see how much fun that you're having, and they want to get on board with this. Making phone calls. People hide behind Facebook. Don't do this. A phone call can take 15 minutes of your time, probably a lot less time than if you're backwards and forwards messaging on Facebook. People are either seeing you if you're getting them on Skype or FaceTime, or they're hearing the excitement in your voice. Okay, and the same goes into with a one-to-one there. Are you meeting people face to face? Are you meeting them for a coffee? Getting out of your comfort zone on that. And people seeing and sitting there talking with you are going to feel your excitement. Please, please, please do not hide behind Facebook. It will not work if you carry on hiding behind there, okay? Attending success days and all relevant trainings. You need to be mixing with like-minded people. You know, you might go to the BP one week, you might go to one success day, and there might not be a story that you relate to. Go to the next one, and I guarantee there will be. There is always something that you can relate or something different that you can take away from these trainings. Absorbing yourself in the company, okay? Being part of this company, being a representative of this company, you'll eat, breathe, and sleep in it. This doesn't mean that I expect you, or you should be expecting yourselves to be working 24 hours a day, but being part of this company is being a part of who you are. So being a product of the product, you know, being about your daily life, but it popping up in conversation. That's not work, but that's speaking to people and absorbing yourself in the company. Are you building your network? Okay, are you just expecting to be speaking to the same people again and again and again and for them to join your team? No, that's just not going to happen. Okay, if you're not speaking to new people and building your network, growing an active pipeline there in time with the next one, then you're never going to move forward, okay? You cannot expect to be speaking to the same people day in and day out and for it to move forward. It's just not going to happen, okay? Take responsibility for your business. If your business is not moving forward, that's nobody's fault. That's not your team's fault. It's not your upline's fault. You need to take responsibility for that. You need to step away from your fears and move forward in the things that you're what you're scared to do. And I guarantee you that once you've moved outside that comfort zone, that's when the exciting things start to happen. And as you can see there, it's not only what we do, but also what we do not do, for which we are accountable, okay? So all of those things, you need to make sure that you're doing them, because otherwise, this is why your business is not going to be moving forward. Know your team. Okay, so know their goals. Be clear on this. When you do their initial planning, I absolutely love when I do my plannings with you guys and you're telling me what you want to achieve. This for me is one of the most, exciting parts of the business, because you're telling me what you want to achieve, and then I can help you with your commitment and my commitment. We can help you get there. Know your team's goals, okay? So profile them just as you would a prospect. Profile your team members as you would a prospect. Profile them like you would a customer, okay? Know what they want. Work with them closely. Build a relationship with that person. Be caring of what they would like to achieve and how they would like to achieve it, and know their commitments, okay? That person may have a family. There may be a set time between 5 and 7 or 7 and 9 when it's not a good time for you to contact them. Let people, make sure your team member lets you know this. You don't want to be messaging or calling somebody when it's not the right time, okay? And make an agreement. What does your new team member expect from you, and what do you expect from them? Okay, by doing this, you can make a mutual plan of things that your new team members can do, what they want from you, and how this is going to show in their activity. Know what their activity is, okay? So if somebody's got a one-to-one, if someone's taking someone to a guest, if they're doing a launch, make sure that you're there for them. You're helping them prep for that if they need. You're giving them a good luck message. You're dropping them a message afterwards of how it went. You're there to help and guide this person, and they have your support. Don't let that person think, oh my god, I can't message her. No, if that person wants to message you 100 times a day, then they can. A lot of you do. That's fine, okay? Know their pipeline without grabbing it, okay? It's not about, right, who have you got? Let's go for them. No, okay? Know your pipeline. How can you work with them? Are they starting to build a relationship with their pipeline? All of these things are what you need to start taking into consideration. Just going to go over this briefly. Leadership bonus, 4cc team building bonus. Once you have just one team member, if you're not 4cc active, then you won't get paid on your team. Okay. Once you have a manager in your team, then you need to be 12cc active outside of that manager leg to get paid on that manager leg. Okay, so won't confuse you too much with that bit, but just to make sure that you do all know at the moment with where you currently are that you need to be 4cc active to get paid on your team. Be the best that you can be. You don't need to know it all. I don't know everything. Oh my God, no, I don't. There's always something new. There's always something to learn, okay? Become a leader and lead from the front. Do not expect any of your team to do anything that you're not willing to do yourself, okay? So you show and they will do. You want to be approachable, be a fun person to work with, a happy person, and a great mentor. I don't know everything in this business. You don't know everything in this business. Even Ange will say to you that she's still learning 4 years on, okay? So we're all learning together, and it should be a fun and a happy place to be working. And you want to be approachable for your team to be able to contact you and enjoy working with you. So to finish, it's caring for others more than for yourself and helping them believe what's possible. I'll say that again. It's caring for others more than yourself and helping them believe what's possible. And that's what this business is all about, okay? It's caring for your team, helping build your team up. In turn, that's going to help you achieve your goals. But from what I found, the most satisfactory thing about this business is seeing people grow and seeing people hit their goals. That makes me my happiest, and it makes me know that I'm doing my job right, and in turn that builds my business. So it's a win-win case for everybody, okay? But it's caring for those people and helping them grow and believing in them. So I hope you all enjoyed that training tonight and hope you all managed to take something from it. And we'll be doing week 5 training next week. It's the last week of the month as from tomorrow. So if you really want to, if there's a few things that you're short of, that you feel that you're short on hitting your target, please contact myself or your upline, and we'll be happy to help you, grab those last few cc's for the month, or to help you plan whatever you're wanting to do towards the end of the month to help follow on with next month's target. Okay, so have a good evening, guys, and thank you very much for listening in.